saying to Zach, it's beautifully simple now, back in your hands, win every game between now and the end of the season, and you're in that top 4.
Yeah, easy, yeah. Yeah, it's been a good run we've been on, and yeah, as you said, it is in our own hands, but there's still a lot of hard work to be done, and we know that. But at least we're now in a position where we can affect it.
Brief as well, far from a distraction, the Scottish Cup semi-final has really galvanised the players. They all want to be in the team. They all want to be in the Hampden turf, and it's showing in your league results. Yeah,
that could be a reason, Chris. Absolutely. I think I said it the last time I was doing the press that it's important that the players use the bait of the semi-final to up their performance levels, and they've done that really well. Yeah.
Cove is that ultimate banana skin though, because on their recent form they have been struggling. I know they dug out some really, they dug out a point, and they dug out some results where, up until late on they could have taken a draw at Partick Thistle, who have been flying. So
yeah.
Be a pushover by any means.
Oh, not at all. We're not taking anything for granted. We'll do our due diligence on them like we do every team, give them the respect that they deserve. We've had good results against them this season, so it'd be nice to get a fourth one and see where that takes us. But we know it's going to be hard work. They're well organised. It's a tough place to go. Anytime you're going somewhere where it's AstroTurf for a start is different, and it's challenging in itself. But like you say, we're in a positive frame of mind, and we're hopeful.
Fantastic. Best of luck.
Thanks, Chris. Cheers.
And Barry, just about Cove as well, you've come out on top in the fixtures from that penalty shootout right through, but the closest contest was through at Balmoral with a 1-0 win, and with them fighting for their lives, it's going to take another kind of top performance, isn't it, to get the win?
Yeah, I think so. It's definitely going to take a lot of hard work. Sometimes you don't have to be your best. Tuesday night was probably a good example where we probably weren't at our best, but we were patient and we showed the quality when it was needed. I don't think Arbroath dominated the first hour like their manager maybe suggested. I wasn't sure about that, but we've developed a knack recently of digging out results, grinding out results, and in between there playing some good football. So we're going to need that again, that's for sure. And like you said earlier, it was a tough game down there. It could have went either way. We managed to get the goal in the first half, and it was quite hang on, but it was never comfy.
And I suppose following on from that, there are different ways to win matches. You got the 2 early goals against Wraith and took control of the game, where it was all about patience and finally, breaking down Arbroath, who are terrific offensively.
Yeah, it was their funny side, Arbroath. I thought they were trying to slow things down in the first half, and the game never got any real momentum. And we said that to them at half time, when the ball's out for a throw in or it's a free kick, quickly take it, get your hand on the ball, get it going, get the tempo of the game up, because I think you'll agree with me there that the first half was slow, it never really got going, and we needed it to get going to play into our hands, and luckily we done that in the second half, and we got the deserved result, I thought.
Just finally for me, Jay Henderson's obviously been a terrific star since he's been on loan from St Mirren. You'll miss him, but you do have creative players who can fill that void.
Yeah, absolutely. Jay's been excellent. His quality in the final third has been so important. His delivery, that final ball, which you always say is the hardest thing in football, is the final ball, and he's got that in his locker. But like you said, we've got boys to come in, that have been waiting patiently, because Jay's, I think he's played nearly every game since he came here, so it gives someone a chance, and it's up to them to take it and then to keep the jersey, I suppose.
Great, thanks Barry, best of luck for Saturday.
Thanks Paul, cheers.
Hi Barry, it's great to see Thistle's got their playoff fate back in their own hands, but with Partick Thistle playing Ayr on Saturday as well, is it a case of maybe trying to get third by the end of the regular season now, whereas maybe a few weeks ago it would be just to get to the playoff zone?
I think it's, listen, I don't think we've really, the target's the playoffs obviously, you know, the target is the playoffs, it's been that all season. Whether it's third or fourth, there's no great benefit. You know, it's home and away. Yeah, you get the second game at home or whatever. But listen, we've just got to concentrate on getting a win. See what happens at Firhill. But we know there's still 3 big games after that. Obviously the final game against Ayr could be all important, but it might not be. I'm sure Morton will have something to say as well. So it's, unfortunately, it is the old cliche of one game at a time.
Fair. And as well as Jay getting his red card during midweek, anyone else missing for Saturday's game?
No, at the moment that's it. The squad's pretty healthy. There's 1 or 2 little aches and pains from Tuesday night. You always get that after a midweek game on the back of 2 or 3 games in quick succession. You always get a little bit of that, but we're going to keep the players off their feet today pretty much, send them up to the pool and do a light session and try and get their energy levels back up for Saturday. And as I say, that's all we can think about. We can't think about, we know there's another game on Tuesday, but we've just the sole focus is on Saturday, so hopefully all the players are available that can be.
Good stuff. Best of luck on Saturday, Barry. Cheers.
Thanks Paul.